Now I have two very interesting men here to talk to, Patrick Toomey and Tim O'Keefe. Patrick, we'll start with you. Patrick, you were attending this place here during the last year.
Yes, I was.
What prompted you to come here?
Well, in my situation was that I wanted to get out of the house, and I thought this, by coming here, I thought that it was a great addition to my lifestyle, because, owing to my situation, it sort of
It got you out.
got me out,
got you going.
from being sort of an inclusive out to an exclusive.
I know. You had a family tragedy at home, and your brother died very tragically as a result of that. Now, I should say, I suppose, to the people who are listening, when I say what brought you to this place here, we're talking about the Learning Centre in New Street in Macroom, across from the grotto.
Yes.
Right. Now, so you decided to come here last September. Patrick, you went through primary school and you went through secondary school as well,
yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, back in the 50s.
But at the same time, you still felt after all that, and after all the years that have gone by, that you could benefit by coming here to this centre.
Yes, and benefit greatly with the modern sort of subjects that are going now in the line of, say, even to be able to use a computer, mobile phone, which wasn't there in my time, or anything like it. In fact, television wasn't even after coming in. I finished in 1958.
So there wasn't even how to switch. The television wasn't even there.
No, it wasn't in until 62. Was it? Television came to Ireland.
Yeah, about 62, I think.
Yeah, well, television. The only thing in my time that was the hydros were being built and they were entertaining. On my way in, the Carrigadroid one.
Yes,
was
big project
a big project, and it was nearly more entertaining than school, but still we had to come to school.
Yeah, and it's very hard to keep up with, of course, especially in the last 10 years, I suppose.
Yeah.
With all the technologies.
Yeah, with all the technology, and even as late as this morning, they were talking about chirping.
Yeah. So the tweeting is going to go now, and the chirping is going to come in.
And it showed like they were like the birds were chirping this morning in the radio as I came in.
Wonderful. So tell me, I suppose when you came to this learning centre here, then your main reason really was to find out about these technologies.
Modern technologies.
Using things like the new mobile phones.
And computer because I wasn't able to switch it on because I didn't have one, because when I was alone I didn't seem to come up with such a thing. It wasn't essential in my line of business, going to farming I was in, like before I had to retire from it.
Yes.
So I said I'd keep up with the times, and then with my cousin here at the other side of
this is Denjo Keller.
Yeah, he being highly because
able men
because he's known far and wide as far as vision is concerned, which is wider or not the width or the length of his, but he can throw the modern both sound and vision over the area, as much as one of the few places in this country that throws vision.
That's right. So you studied photography here as well, did you?
I did.
So what other subjects now? We'll say you did the technologies, you did the photography. You did literature a bit, did you?
I did. Communications, and life skills in general.
And some maths?
Yeah,
and maths
as well.
Was it hard? Was the whole thing hard?
Well, that's how I was renewing what I had forgotten, back since 1958.
Yeah.
And for my line of business was count up to 100 as the cattle increased as by the general run. Didn't have to count to 100 one time. My farming was only just starting off with modern numbers.
Yes.
But in general, in my line was very little, you could say, to more or less crowbar work than pen.
I know, it's a brute force.
Brute force. Those days.
Patrick, you, in a sense, maybe, you're interesting in the sense that maybe in some ways you put the cart before the horse.
I did, because it was a local neighbour that told me that this place was there. After spending the year, he was a Dennis Kelleher from Ryland, that told me, that had been here,
Yes.
and he said that would be more suitable to you than Megan College. But I did go to course for 2 this year.
Okay, well, hang on now a sec. You went to McEgan College first and you did a computer course there.
Yeah.
And you found that heavy going.
I did. It was like too fast for me because, you see, I never caught a computer or had nothing to do with a computer.
You didn't even know how to switch one on?
No.
Yeah. So what you're saying really is that after McEgan College, you came to this learning centre here.
Yeah.
And that if you had done it the other way around...
Yes. I would have kept in line from a lower, you could say a lower
base, like.
Yeah, a lower base to be like junior infants and come up along.
Yes.
For where I jumped in, say, at third level, we put a third class.
With the technology.
Yeah, with technology, it was a bit too much for me as a,
Yeah.
And
but you're more confident now.
I am, yeah. I can be able to get certain in the computer and things that way.
Yes. Now, I know you said to me initially that you did this in order to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Because of the circumstances. But what has it done for you? What do you think it has done for you?
Well, one of the principal things it seems to have done that it has distance from the day of the calamity.
Yes.
To today, it seems to be gone back years.
Yes.
Like there's an attitude of mind.
I know.
That I'm not revolving this little what happened in that episode.
Yes.
I seem to be able to push it back.
There are other things in your life as well now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That are after blocking off.
Yes. That are after helping to block that off.
Block that off. In genuine. Where you completely forget it at times, but of course at certain times it will jump. But still, I claim if I didn't come here, it would be that little circle would be
to be bothering you all the time.
And it doesn't know what at the end, when a thing is bothering so much the human, there's only so much you can take.
Yes, of course, yeah. So you're really pleased that
I am really pleased about
And do you think you might come back again next year?
I will. I will indeed.
Will you? Good,
I will.
Good.
Because
That's
I am, great. I'm at to give you up to farming to rent it a bit of land.
Yes. So you want to keep this up?
I'll keep this up, and I might
it.
even go back to McEgan if I thought it was good enough.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Because I'm sat mobile enough yet in life. There's fellas younger than me.
Well, you know, I heard the phrase one time, Patrick, and it's this, and I think you're the classic example of this now. It says, the world is divided up into 3 different kinds of people.
Yeah.
The people who make things happen, the people who watch things happen, and the people who wonder what happens.
What happens?
You're the classic example as the man who is going to make things happen. I can see that. And you will not be wondering what happened because you'll be right in there on top of it.
Yeah.
I can see
back
that.
to front or what would I be in anyway?
You will. No, I'm going to talk to Tim now next. This is Tim O'Keefe. Yeah. Tim, you're from...
Lisarda.
From Lisarda.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, you came here to this learning centre as well in New Street.
That's correct.
When did you come here, Tim?
Was it in 2008?
2008?
Yeah.
Yeah. And why did you come here, Tim?
Well, because he was in a foster employment scheme above in Kilmorey, you see, and of course, and I was left go.
Yes.
And I didn't find employment since then.
Yes.
So when this course, when I found out about this place, I said I'd give it a go.
Good.
Go.
So, Tim, just before we come into this place, and we will in a couple of minutes, your background is that you went to Scoil Bernadette in Cork, isn't that right?
Correct.
And you did that because you needed support in learning.
Yes, right.
At that stage.
Yeah.
So, what age or stage were you when you came from out of Scoil Bernadette?
What age was I?
Yeah, what age were you when you finished there?
Oh, I say I was about 17.
17.
Yeah.
So after Scoil Bernadette, then did you come directly here?
Or no, I had several jobs.
You had several jobs?
Yeah,
and then you worked at those for a period of time, and 5 years ago you came here?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so what did you learn when you came here?
Well, first thing I learned was let's say, communications, and computer skills at level 3.
Yes.
3, and then the following year it was level 4, and then I did a bit of maths again, and What I learned now are timetable skills now and all that kind of thing.
Very good.
Good.
Fantastic. And Tim, you're continuing each year here, and you're, for instance, your computers now. You did level 5.
Yeah, that's over at McKeegan College.
Oh, that was McKeegan, was it? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You did that's the ECDL.
ECDL, that's correct.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And Tim, because you were challenged, we'll say, with your learning, did you find this place here in New Street? Did you find that it supported you well?
Of course, very helpful, I must say. Extremely helpful, I thought.
Yes. In what way now?
Well, it helped me to upgrade my computer skills.
Yes.
And
how did you find the teachers?
Oh, very helpful, very obliging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So they helped you very much along the way.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, I know that you're also involved with like any of these services aren't sort of standalone services. In other words, they're all linked together, and there's a whole link around this area and around Cork, if you like, and going on into the universities and so on. You're involved with employment services.
That's correct.
Which is another service.
That's correct.
What does that do?
Well, see, I meet, Janet Cussett is her name, and I meet her once a week over in the Resource Centre in Macrome.
Yes.
We look at jobs now on the FOSS job bank, which is called Job Bridge. Which has an internship of that you'll be in employment for, let's say, about 9 months now. Now and then after 9 months, whether they'd keep you or not, that you have €50 on top of your social welfare.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at the moment.
Yeah, so you're hoping that you might be able to get employment through the employment services scheme. Yeah. And of course, you're going in now with extra learning, aren't you?
That's correct.
Yeah, and what is the extra learning?
The extra learning...
the computer, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right, correct.
So can you see yourself working in some of those areas?
Oh yeah. Say when I did level 5 in McKeegan College, the work experience I took was with the accountants.
Yes.
Above in across from the credit union, Crowley McCarthy.
Yes.
See, we're told to look for work experience. So I called there because I had a friend who was the manager there.
Yes.
And he said he'd have no problem giving me the work experience because he was my friend.
Yes, very good. Very good. And did you find that good?
Very good.
Yeah.
I was there for about, let's say, 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. And that employment services now helped you to do that. McKeegan helped you with the ECDL.
That's right.
This centre here helped you with a whole lot of things to get started off. So that's 3 agencies there, if you like, in one. And I know that you hope now to go back again next year and do more courses. Is that right?
Correct. Because see, it's like this now. Like can I come across you there? Without cutting across you there now. Now was it like because see, I've been in employment with 4 years. Because let's say now, if I never took up those courses in the last 4 years, and if a job came up in the morning, I'd say employers be reluctant to take me on.
Yes.
Because like I could be doing time in jail.
Yes.
Without being flippant now.
Yes.
Or the employer could say, oh, sure, Tim has not made an effort to look for work for the last 4 years.
Yes.
Or should there be no point in having him on?
Yes.
See, that's why the courses are keeping me going.
Very good altogether.
Yeah.
And you'd like, of course, eventually to start the business, would you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're hoping to do a course in that next year?
Yeah, that's right, correct.
Where will you do that?
In McKeegan College.
So you'll start your own... And will you come back here to the centre as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are more suitable courses that I never did before, like I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. So, if I were to ask you this, Tim, we'll say as a person who needed support you felt in learning, how do you think that all these courses have benefited you?
Well, say if I did very well in all those courses in McKeegan College, I could be enabled for, let's say, a CIT place or a university place.
Yes, very good. Very good. And as a person, then your confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I find no problem with the confidence.
Yes, very good. Okay, that's great, Tim. Fantastic. I'm going to go back now to you, Patrick, for a minute. Patrick, could I ask you the same question? As a human being, how do you feel that you're benefiting from all this?
Well, I claim that you mean that I can keep up with the modern life, which if I didn't do any of these courses,
yes,
I just couldn't, you know what I mean, either switch on anything. But you says something outside technology, is it? Well, the skills of meeting people and communications alone. I hope that I'm communicating with you even like somewhere reasonable.
Yes.
You know.
And would you feel it is better as a result of
I
the
do,
courses?
yeah.
Do you?
The way that the tutors or teachers put it, that you know, that I can phrase things a bit better.
Yes.
I think I can anyway. And
when you say praise things a bit better?
Phrase.
Phrase, sorry.
Yeah. Phrase things a bit better, like, you know. That would be a benefit, because when you are speaking, you know, to general public, it is a help.
And what about your outlook on the world?
Well, my outlook on the world was the same. You know, with the modern eye of television, it's as broader than back when I was a young fella.
Yes.
You know, when the only outlook I had is when we were coming into De La Salle was what was being built. There was machinery that were never seen. Such a thing as dragline machinery, which were cable operated.
Yes.
Excavating machine, which was the first place they were seen.
Yes.
And we managed to buy one years afterwards to do it local.
Yeah, and of course that was the wonderful technology of its time.
Of its time, it was.
And now you're dipping into the wonderful technology of modern life.
Modern life.
Yeah, and I suppose, Patrick, as well, I suppose it broadens the horizon, does it?
It does broaden as an old man told me, if you're thinking up by night, you could sleep by day.
I think we'll end on that note. Thanks very much, men. It's a pleasure talking to the two of you.
Okay.
Thank you.